everyone, welcome back. This is ACryInShame, part of the Long Dark Divide team, bringing you another episode of Factorio. We're working on the oil things, and I looked over to the screen on the side and was like, oh man, we're at 35 minutes. Or just about 35 minutes. Stop. Gotta stop now. So, right. We were looking at the production here. We have 334, right? And so we need to kind of set up so that we have everything going. Well, one thing we need to work with is fire. We need fire. So, fire. We're going to need explosives. And after explosives, we're going to need... Do we need 2 on that? Is that what it is? Maybe military 2. What's a flamethrower? Flamethrower! Do I need that? I do need that. Flamethrower. So we're gonna go ahead and work with flamethrower fuel. That's what we're gonna be working with. Our RO can go away now. Alright, so for this setup here, we're gonna need, and this is actually gonna be split too. So there's gonna be a bit of splitting some hairs, if you will. Oh, some copper? Nope. Alright, so for this spot here, should be a little extra room just in case. We're gonna need plastic. So we're gonna need coal and petroleum. Or we can do the sulfur, but we're gonna do plastic. Let's see. So this coming down here, I could pull off this line. Once again, this is a case of, well, basically, we're going to do a little spaghettiing. I know spaghettiing looks terrible and it's completely inefficient and causes so many issues, and the list goes on and on and on, but in all reality, we're early on in the setup, so this will be fine, so stop complaining. It's not a big deal. Remember what I said before? That it doesn't matter. Oh, look at that! Produced 2,000 iron an hour. Got that? 2,000 iron plates an hour. Go us. So like I said, we're not shooting for achievements, but they're always fun to see anyway. Research complete, flamethrower. Yes! Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and look at other things that we can start working on as well. So stop everything for a minute. See, this is the mod that actually increases your range, build distance, reach distance, This is the, you know, the thingy, like you can actually increase your research this way with big bags. But I like to have it in the beginning rather than doing the research for it, so I'm sorry, big bags. I will actually disable that in between episodes, so don't worry about that being there and, you know, not being able to be completed and so on and so forth. Solar energy is something we did talk about, something we could look into, so let's do that. And then accumulators, because we're going to have solar energy set up. We're going to need concrete in the near future, just, well, not need, but want. Trains, I'm not going to really need them, but definitely, well, not need them now, but definitely in the future. Modules, I could definitely do modules. I would love to have modules running, because modules are awesome. Fluid management, blueprints, definitely gonna want blueprints, and look how it like clicked all of that into it as well, because blueprints is that far into it, even though it doesn't, I don't feel it needs to be, but whatever. To each their own. Mines, I don't really use mines. I do find mines to be interesting in concept. I don't know how well they work because I don't really use them. Do laser turrets. Do I do solar? No, solar's already being researched, but yeah, I'll put it on there anyway because I'm going to research. Explosives. Oh, right, combinators and whatnot. I'm just clicking on things right now just to get the cube running. Alright, so right here, place that down there, put the box down, and then we can power this, hopefully, right, like that. Alright, so let's get this going. Let's get this out like that. So that needs to be one away. Like that. I can go over that, right? Yep. Cool. No big deal. So yeah, the squeak through is helpful for doing that. This will be 2, and this will be 3. Now we're going to need 2 more of these guys. So we have 2 more. Good. This one here will be a petroleum setup for other thingy. Or no, put that there instead. That's fine. Alright, so this will be the flamer fuel, right? Combat flamer fuel. We're just going to have iron up here as well, so I'm going to go ahead and come down here and find a good spot to pull off iron, which happens to be right there. Once again, we're doing a bit of spaghetti, but that's fine for now. Only for now. Flip that. There. And then heavy and the light should line up. Once again, being colorblind, this is difficult, but it does look like they are correct. Pick up that, and pick up that. So, that's good. That's pretty good. Then I'm going to come back here and do sulfur. We just need water and petroleum, so we do need one space, however, away from that. And I should do the same here and have that one space up. But it's fine. Once again, this isn't our permanent setup. This isn't what we are working with in the long run. This is just a for now situation. I know that's always like a thing you dread. Like, you don't really want to have for now situations. But in this particular case, it's fine. Not a big deal. It's going to be okay. We do need water here, so we are going to have water come down. Pump. So right here, straight down. That's going to be annoying. A bit of a zigzag. Ooh, okay, so like that. You should be able to now just walk just fine, because the recent updates made it so that you can do what you just saw me do without any problems. There we go. It just looks nicer. I know I can walk over the pipe and whatnot, but it does look nicer that's underground like that. And for this, obviously it was needed. So, just need power. Power. And that'll output just fine. I do have another one of these guys right there, and that's going to create a battery. No, our sulfur. Not the batteries. Not the batteries yet. We will do the batteries very shortly. So I'm going to need that there. How do I want to do this? Because it's underground. I know what to do. Need that there. I know it's weird, but it works. Sorry, I'm laughing too hard. Dying slowly. I need it here as well, so I can just do this. See, this said it works fine. You're all worried. You're all worried for nothing. Alright, so this creates how much sulfur? 5 sulfuric acid. For batteries, we need 2 sulfuric acid, so a total of 3 this can handle without too much issues. So let's go ahead and pick this up. Oh, I didn't put an output for that. Right. I need another box. Another box. I don't make a bunch of wooden chests I'm going to destroy later, but once again, early on, don't matter. We're going to make things big, so it don't matter. Stop complaining. I don't have time for your crap. Alright, create one. Long-handed inserter. Should I have that being created? I mean, if I do, I'm going to have it, like, really tiny. Yeah, 20's fine, I guess. Completely overkill, because I'm not going to use all that many. Alright, so that's going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and create myself a flamethrower. Just need more steel. 3, yeah, it's really slow, just those 2. I do have a case of the steel furnaces, so I will have to probably increase my steel production. Probably. Yeah, we'll probably do that. No, I'm definitely going to have to do that. Me saying probably is stupid. Where's the biters? Like, where are the biters? Are they that far away? Should I be concerned that there's no biters on the screen? Or should I be jumping in joy? Oh, I don't really want to do that either. But we got flamers and flamer fuel, so we do have flamethrowers in case we want to burn down some biter bases. But I don't see any biters. I'm going to check the settings. after this episode to make sure that we are at a point where we're creating. No, we have biters to work with. Rather important. Now for our setup here, I do like. Oh, cool! I didn't notice that before. I don't know if this is a direct change or not, but it's only showing the items that this particular thing can craft in. I don't know if it was doing that before, like in past versions of it, but I know there was a point where it was not doing that. So the fact that it's doing that at all is pretty cool. I like that. I really like that. We need iron and copper. So let's go ahead and cut off right here. We do a little underground right there. So that's going to be our copper. We already have iron right here. Well, it's kind of tight in the current setup, isn't it? Can't really split off of that, can I? Huh. Maybe I can do a bit of finagling. You know me and my finaglings. Wow, that worked. Kind of. Really weird way, though. That works. That actually works stupidly well. Bam! Alright, I just need good output. I do in between. It's perfect! Man, I just never thought of doing that before. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that before. It's a simple setup doing it that way. I can put this in between, can't I? Oh, that's awesome! Just need to connect that. I like it! I don't know why I never thought of this before. This is completely stupidly new to me, and I don't know why it's so new to me. Like, I should have known to do this kind of thing. Look at that. Bam! Batteries! Aha! So we now have batteries. We have plastic, we have fuel, and we have batteries. Looking good. Solar energy has been researched. Now, we're not going to go diving deep into solar energy quite yet, but we will do so in the near future, so don't you worry about that. I can put the next one. I need some iron. Just a bit of iron. Looks like we are getting a bit of a backlog when it comes to our iron. Oop, I don't need that. I already have one. Oh, I'm just being stupid. You know, the normal thing. There we go. And output there. That's awesome. And then we can do a setup like that. Right? Right? Have this. Oh, I need to move this over. I'm being stupid. Like that. There. Have a balancer. Usual balancer setup. There. Cool. Alright, and I can put another there. So this is producing relatively slowly. 7 copper. Oh, iron. Right. I did not. Oh, it's on a turn. I don't like the fact it's on a turn. So another way you can do this. There's gotta be another way. There's another way. Move this down right here. Go to the pole. Which means I can move this down. I can have the inserter right there. Much better. So how many do you need? You need 5 sulfur. So definitely going to need more production. But yeah, we are definitely getting to a point where we are getting far better off, right? Let's get that going. So with the batteries and the plastic, we have produced 2 parts of right here, batteries. Oh, right, plastic, or plastic for the advanced circuits. That's the step I'm missing. So, but with our current setup, we are producing the 2 pieces we need to further into Science Pack 3. Because right now, this is the research aspect of it. This is the research rush, as I like to call it. So, next thing is going to be the research rush over here. Alright, so, we have plastic. Bring that down. We'll put it onto this part here. which is going to become our bus. Boop-a-doop-doop. Batteries on the bus. Right there. Plastic will then be added to the bus as well. Be a far easier one to add. Be like bam, bam. Just come right in here, just like that. I know these items are not needed to be busted, like set up this way, but once again, this setup is completely temporary. I know it's crazy to think of all this part being temporary, but we are doing Mega Base. We're going to expand to huge amounts. This is early on the Mega Base. This is going to be huge. This is early stage of the Mega Base. We can actually get panels as well. Get that auto crafting. We're going to get steel furnaces auto crafting. So much to do. Alright, right. Focus, focus, focus. We're going to need steel and the filter inserter. So filter inserter, we can do it. We have the batteries, right? And we can do the advanced circuits. So we need advanced circuits as well. And we do not have the advanced circuits yet. So we can't even look into that yet. So not worry about it then. We can't look into it. Filter inserter we can look into, however. The filter inserter is a fast inserter with electronic circuits. We need 4 electronic circuits every half second, right? So if these, right, these create, what, 1 every half second, so we need 4 just for that 1. So here's what we're going to do. We need a bit of space, right? 1 line of space, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, right? Blueprints would be nice too. We got blueprints yet? Where's blueprints? Blueprints is down further in the list. How far? All the way down there. So it's going to be a little while. It's going to be about an hour. So we're going to have this whole setup dedicated just to create our filter inserter. I know, crazy, right? And we're going to double it on the other side. So glad I auto-crafted those. Look, we have so many of these suckers right now. It's great. So, there. Do a simple split there. For the iron, it's going to come up here. Thank you for your participation. Oh, I need these moves up some. Oh yeah, I made it too close. I'd tear it all down. I had the setup correct, I just had it too close. Up here should be fine. Right there. There. Can I actually do this at 1 power pole? I can. Now I can do it 1 power pole. Just like that. Same thing here. 1 power pole. I think before I could do it 1 power pole, not for their spot, but still. So that way. Underground. And copy. There were like blueprints and robots just excel significantly in setups. Nope. 1 off. There we go. And there we go. These will be electric. These will be that. See, it's only showing the ones that you need. Like, it's not showing the whole thing like this. I'm pretty sure that wasn't always that way. I love the fact that it's like that now. Love it. It's fantastic. That is awesome. It's so convenient. spot. It's fine. Well, it's not going to be perfectly fine, to be honest. I would prefer if it wasn't like that. So let's do this way instead. Nope. That was kind of interesting that I could do it that way. Never really thought of it doing it that way either. Though technically that would be a split. Huh. Interesting ideas. Because it would only take half of it, the other half of it would stop. That's interesting. Alright, so that's there. Extend down. Oh, I have transfer belts. Which means also I have iron in my inventory to create transfer belts. License order, please. Alright, so filter inserter, right, requires 4. But then if we go to the fast inserter, that requires 2, right? And then go to the normal inserter, and that requires 1. So we're actually going to need a second setup like this one to produce another set. Is it going to be excessive? You know it. Completely necessary? Maybe not. Still no biters though. Still wondering. But we are at the 22-minute mark, so I'm going to end this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our setup so far and what we're doing. I know these episodes are relatively short and we're not doing a whole lot in the episode, but we are building and we are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So go ahead and save real quick. Check the time on the save. 2 hours, 27 minutes. So, in 2 hours and 27 minutes, here's where we are. Not really speed playing it, but we are getting things done. I'm trying to get close to where I want to be as soon as possible. It's going to be a little split here. Alright, great game. Signing out. Talk to you guys later. Bye! Hey, if you liked that video, go ahead and check out these other videos showing up on your screen now. Or click on the center button right there to subscribe to us. Otherwise, you can always check out our Patreon page and see if you'd like to help us out by supporting us through Patreon. Well, I guess that's it. So long, guys.